Are you prepared for the unexpected? Power outages can strike at any time, leaving families vulnerable and without essential resources. In this video, we're detailing the 12 crucial items every family needs to stockpile before a blackout. From keeping your family safe and warm to ensuring access to food and light, these items could make all the difference when the lights go out. Whether it's due to a natural disaster or unforeseen emergencies, having the right supplies ensures peace of mind and can help you weather any storm. Stay tuned as we walk you through the must-haves that can keep your home running smoothly even during the darkest times. Before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on practical tips that can help protect and prepare your family. Let's get ready together. 1. Canned and non-perishable food. When a blackout hits, perishable foods in your fridge and freezer won't last long. That's why stocking up on canned and non-perishable food is non-negotiable. These items don't require refrigeration, don't spoil quickly, and in most cases, don't even need to be cooked. You'll be thankful to have a stash of canned vegetables, beans, soups, and fruits on hand. High-protein options like canned tuna and salmon are essential to keep your energy up when fresh alternatives are out of reach. Don't forget high-calorie non-perishables such as protein bars, peanut butter, trail mix, and dried fruits. They're compact, nutritious, and pack a punch when you need it most. During a blackout, your diet should focus on providing maximum energy and essential nutrients with minimal preparation. Some canned foods and snacks can be eaten straight, no additional effort needed. Also, don't overlook the importance of variety. Sticking to a monotonous diet will drain morale fast, so make sure your stockpile contains options for every taste. This isn't just about survival. It's about maintaining your physical and mental well-being when your routine is disrupted. The key is preparation. Don't wait until disaster strikes to think about what you'll eat. By the time your electricity goes out, grocery shelves will likely be empty and your options will be limited. Buy these items now. Check expiration dates to ensure they'll last and store them in a cool, dark place. Rotate stock periodically to keep your supply fresh and ready for emergencies. Remember, when a blackout comes, you can't afford to rely on takeout or delivery. A stockpile could mean the difference between staying nourished and going hungry. Take action now. 2. Ready-to-eat meals and high-calorie snacks. When a blackout strikes, your body will need energy to stay strong and focused. That's where ready-to-eat meals and high-calorie snacks come into play. Forget food that requires cooking, refrigeration, or extensive prep. Your energy and resources will be in short supply. Make sure your stockpile includes protein bars, jerky, peanut butter, dried fruits, and nuts. These items are nutrient-dense, require zero prep, and provide the fuel your body needs to function under stress. Military-style MREs, meals ready to eat, are another must-have addition. These meals are fully cooked, long-lasting, and specifically designed to be used in tough conditions. They don't need refrigeration, are compact, and often include heating elements if you want a hot meal. While they're not gourmet dining, they deliver enough calories and sustenance to keep you going when it matters most. High-calorie options aren't just convenient, they're essential. During a blackout, you'll likely burn more energy than usual due to cold weather, physical activity, or just the added stress of navigating through the situation. Failing to meet your body's caloric needs can leave you fatigued, unfocused, and vulnerable. Don't take chances. Stockpile food that works as hard as you do. Remember, food isn't just comfort during an emergency, it's survival. Focus on shelf-stable, high-energy items that are easy to eat without preparation. When the lights go out, you won't have time to cook elaborate meals, and perishables will spoil quickly. Build your stockpile now with ready-to-eat meals and snacks that will keep your family fed, alert, and ready to weather the storm. 3. Bulk grains and legumes. If you're not stocking up on bulk grains and legumes, you're making a mistake. These are some of the cheapest, most dependable survival foods available. Things like rice, beans, lentils, oats, and quinoa are incredibly versatile and can keep your family fed for months, if not years. Properly stored, in airtight containers with oxygen absorbers in a cool, dark place, they can last anywhere from 10 to 30 years. That's right, decades of shelf life. Why wouldn't you take advantage of that? When a blackout hits, regular grocery runs will be out of the question. Canned goods are fine, but they don't stretch as far or last as long as bulk grains and legumes. Plus, these provide complex carbohydrates and plant-based proteins that will actually keep you going when food is scarce. They can be turned into hearty soups, stews, porridge, or simple rice and bean dishes. Meals that are filling, nutritious, and easy to prepare even in tough circumstances. All you need is a heat source like propane or a camping stove to cook them and you're good to go. And if you're worried about variety, Bulk grains and legumes can be combined with stored spices, canned vegetables, or dehydrated meats to keep meals interesting. Bottom line, they're a must-have for your stockpile. Skipping them could leave you hungry, irritable, and desperate for food that won't spoil in a pinch. Don't make that mistake. Or water and hydration. Water is non-negotiable in a blackout. You need at least 1 gallon of water per person per day, and for a family of 4, that's a minimum of 28 gallons just to get through a single week. Don't underestimate this. Drinking water isn't the only concern. You'll also need water for cooking, basic hygiene, and cleaning. A lack of proper hydration can lead to fatigue, dizziness, and more serious health issues in no time, so running out isn't an option. Stockpile more than you think you'll need. It's not an area to cut corners. Be smart and plan for scenarios where your stored water supply runs out. Equip yourself with backup tools. Water purification tablets are compact, affordable, and easy to use, making them a must-have in case you're forced to rely on natural water sources. Portable filters like Life Straw or Sawyer filters can quite literally save lives by purifying bacteria-laden water from streams, rivers, or other questionable sources. When storing water, ensure it's kept in quality, food-grade containers in a cool, dark area to avoid contamination or spoilage. Rotate these supplies periodically to ensure freshness. Don't prioritize other items over water. You can survive without food for weeks, but only a few days without water. Skip this step, and you're putting your family at serious risk. 5. Battery-powered flashlights and lanterns. You cannot rely on candles during a blackout. They're dangerous, offer poor light, and can easily cause a house fire if knocked over. Battery-powered flashlights and lanterns are the smarter, safer choice. Forget about old bulb-based models. LED flashlights and lanterns are where it's at. They last significantly longer, provide adjustable brightness options, and won't burn through batteries as quickly. These devices are essential to make sure you're not fumbling around in the dark or putting your family at unnecessary risk. Stockpile plenty of batteries ahead of time. Most flashlights and lanterns use AA or AAA batteries, so prioritize those. Buying in bulk is wise since power outages don't care about your convenience. And guess what? Stores don't magically restock when the power is out. Always have more batteries than you think you need, especially if you're facing extended blackouts. Rechargeable batteries paired with a solar charger are a great backup plan, but don't solely depend on them because overcast conditions can render solar power unreliable. Keep these tools easily accessible in every major area of your home. A flashlight sitting in a forgotten drawer on the other side of the house isn't going to do you any good when the lights go out. Make sure they're strategically placed. One near your bed, one in the kitchen, one in your emergency kit, and so on. Prepare now. Waiting until the power is already out to dig through your belongings will waste valuable time. When the lights fail, you'll want immediate access to reliable light sources that won't jeopardize your safety. 6. Solar-powered charger or power bank. When the power goes out, your devices are useless if you can't charge them. That's why a solar-powered charger or power bank is non-negotiable. These chargers use renewable solar energy to keep your phone, tablet, or other small devices running during a blackout. Even better, many models come with built-in power banks so you can store energy to use when the sun sets. This means you'll stay connected and powered up no matter how long the power outage lasts. Don't settle for cheap, flimsy options. You need a solar charger that's durable and built to withstand the unpredictable conditions of a blackout. A high-capacity charger is a must, allowing you to charge multiple devices or larger batteries without running out of juice. Speed matters too. Look for fast charging options. Time is critical when the power is out, and you don't want to wait all day for your devices to power up. Consider additional features that make these tools even more practical. Waterproofing ensures your charger won't fail during a storm. Built-in flashlights are something you'll absolutely appreciate when you're stuck in the dark. These extra details can make a huge difference in a stressful blackout scenario. A solar-powered charger or power bank isn't just handy, it can be a lifeline. Don't wait for a blackout to happen before you realize how crucial it is. Research your options, invest in a reliable model, and add it to your emergency kit immediately. Some items are optional in a blackout. This isn't one of them. 7. Portable generator. A portable generator is absolutely essential during an extended blackout. Without power, your essential devices and appliances stop working. Refrigerators can't keep food fresh, lights stay off, and even charging your phone becomes impossible. A generator keeps your basic needs covered. However, size matters. Small generators might save fuel, but they won't handle heavy-duty appliances. Select a larger generator if you need to power devices like refrigerators or heaters, but remember, bigger models burn more fuel. Safety is non-negotiable. Generators emit carbon monoxide, a silent, deadly gas. Never, under any circumstances, use a generator indoors or in enclosed spaces. Only operate it in a well-ventilated outdoor area and invest in a carbon monoxide detector for added protection. This device could save lives. Fuel versatility is an added advantage. Opt for dual-fuel generators that can run on both gasoline and propane. Gasoline is widely available, but it's highly flammable and degrades over time. Propane, on the other hand, stores longer and is safer to manage. Having both options on hand ensures you're not stuck if one fuel source is scarce during a crisis. Don't forget maintenance. Check oil levels. Test run the generator regularly and ensure it's in good working order before disaster strikes. Also, stockpile enough fuel, but store it properly, away from heat sources and in approved containers. If you think you can get by without a generator, think again. Extended blackouts cause serious interruptions to daily life, and being unprepared could leave you in a vulnerable position. A portable generator is a non-negotiable investment for any household. 8. High-quality thermal blankets and sleeping bags. When a blackout strikes, staying warm quickly becomes a matter of survival, especially in colder months. High-quality thermal blankets and sleeping bags designed for extreme weather are non-negotiable items your family must have. Thermal blankets, often made of mylar, are incredibly efficient at trapping body heat, retaining up to 90% of warmth. This makes them a critical barrier against freezing conditions when traditional heating tools are no longer usable. Sleeping bags built for cold weather are another essential. Regular blankets simply won't cut it when temperatures drop significantly. Cold weather sleeping bags provide much-needed insulation to prevent hypothermia, a very real risk during extended power outages in winter. For even greater warmth, combine the two. Layer a thermal blanket over a sleeping bag, and you've created a protective cocoon that can make the difference between life and death. Children, the elderly, or individuals who are more vulnerable to extreme cold require particular attention. Their bodies lose heat faster, so doubling up with thermal blankets and cold weather sleeping bags is not just smart, it's mandatory. No shortcuts should be taken here. If your family isn't outfitted with these supplies, you're leaving them exposed and unprepared for a potentially lethal situation. Stock up now. Don't wait until you're in the middle of a blackout to realize how important staying warm is. Invest in durable, high-quality thermal blankets and sleeping bags. Store enough for each family member and make them easily accessible. When the power is out and temperatures plummet, these simple items become your lifeline. There's no excuse. Prepare today. 9. Portable propane heater. When the power goes out in freezing conditions, maintaining warmth becomes a matter of survival. A portable propane heater is a key item every family must prioritize for blackouts, especially in cold climates. It provides essential heat to keep you and your family safe from hypothermia. Not all propane heaters are suitable for indoor use, so choose models designed specifically for this purpose. Look for units equipped with built-in oxygen depletion sensors and tip-over protection to minimize risk. Safety is non-negotiable. Use these heaters only in well-ventilated spaces to prevent dangerous gas buildup. Despite being marked as indoor safe, propane heaters still pose a risk of carbon monoxide poisoning. Installing a carbon monoxide detector near the heater is mandatory. Take this seriously. Carbon monoxide is a silent killer, and prevention is the only solution. Stockpile extra propane canisters so you aren't caught unprepared if a blackout stretches on for days. Keep them stored safely in a cool, dry location away from open flames. Running out of fuel in the middle of a freezing night is not an option. Plan ahead to ensure you can stay warm when it counts. A portable propane heater is not a luxury, it's a survival necessity. Blackouts aren't predictable, and cold weather doesn't wait. Don't underestimate the life-saving importance of heat. Make the investment, follow safety protocols, and ensure your family has what it takes to endure winter blackouts without crisis. 10. First aid kit. A well-stocked first aid kit is non-negotiable when preparing for a blackout. Don't settle for a box of cheap Band-Aids and aspirin. Your family's life could depend on what's inside. Assemble supplies that go beyond the basics. At a minimum, include items like antiseptic wipes, gauze, antibiotic ointments, bandages, scissors, and tweezers. A digital or non-electric thermometer is also essential. You also need to think beyond general injuries. If someone in your household has specific medical conditions, plan for it. Stock up on items like EpiPens for severe allergies, inhalers for asthma, or insulin for diabetics. These are essentials, not luxuries, and you need to have them ready, especially if pharmacies are closed or inaccessible. Don't ignore the potential for dehydration and illness during a prolonged outage. Add electrolyte tablets to your kit to help manage dehydration. Include antihistamines to treat allergic reactions and ease cold symptoms. An emergency blanket is critical too. It can help regulate body temperature or even be used as a makeshift stretcher in case of injury. This isn't just about being cautious, it's about being realistic. Power outages often last longer than you expect, and emergency medical services might be unavailable. By having a comprehensive first aid kit ready, you cut down on the chances of a manageable situation escalating into a catastrophe. Prepare now or regret later. There's no in-between. 11. Hygiene supplies. When a blackout strikes, maintaining hygiene isn't optional, it's critical. Stockpile essential hygiene items to prevent illness and ensure basic cleanliness when access to running water is compromised. Start with hand sanitizers and disinfectant wipes. These will be your first line of defense against germs when you can't wash your hands properly. Contaminated hands can spread sickness quickly, and in a survival situation, you can't afford to get sick. To manage personal hygiene, keep items like dry shampoo, toilet paper, and feminine hygiene products readily available. These may feel trivial now, but during a blackout, they'll be precious. For waste disposal, think ahead. Portable waste solutions like camping toilets, heavy-duty bags, and cat litter can save you from dealing with a literal mess. The longer the outage, the more critical these items become. Improper waste management can lead to unsanitary conditions, and that can spiral into disease outbreaks. Don't take that chance. You'll also need to focus on water sanitation. Stock bleach or water purification tablets to clean both drinking water and surfaces. Without disinfected drinking water, dehydration will quickly become a life or death issue, especially if you're relying on untreated water sources. Bleach is a multitasker here. It can purify water, clean surfaces, and disinfect items. Just make sure it's unscented and safe for water purification purposes. Hygiene might not seem as urgent as food or water at first glance, but neglecting it can have equally severe consequences. Imagine trying to survive through a blackout while dealing with foodborne illnesses or infections because of poor sanitation. Don't wait until it's too late. Assemble your hygiene supplies now, keep them organized, and know how to use them effectively. When the lights go out, this preparedness won't just ensure your comfort. It could very well save your family's health. 12. Emergency radio. When the power goes out, so does your access to critical communication. An emergency radio is non-negotiable for keeping your family informed during a blackout. Forget relying on your smartphone. It won't do much good when cell towers are down and your power-hungry device drains its last bit of battery. This is where an emergency radio becomes an essential lifeline. The best models are hand crank or solar powered, which means they'll work even when electricity is unavailable. You don't want to gamble with batteries that might be dead or unavailable when you need them most. A good emergency radio will provide live weather updates, disaster bulletins, and evacuation notices, ensuring your family has access to real-time information in rapidly changing and potentially dangerous situations. If you're left in the dark, literally or figuratively, don't expect to make sound decisions. What's more, many top-notch emergency radios come with extra features to make survival easier. Built-in flashlights can save you from fumbling through pitch-black rooms or unfamiliar terrain, and USB charging ports can keep essential devices, like phones or rechargeable flashlights, powered for as long as possible. These aren't bells and whistles, they're vital tools in a crisis. Don't skimp on quality. That cheap radio you bought on a whim could fail when you need it most. Look for a durable, weather-resistant model that's easy to operate under stress. This is not the time for complicated gadgets. Your emergency radio must deliver reliable performance without fail. Blackouts can stretch from a few hours to several days, and in extreme cases, weeks. If you neglect to include a reliable emergency radio in your family's preparedness plan, you're risking being cut off from life-saving information. When the lights go out, the ability to stay informed is not just useful, it's critical. Get an emergency radio today, no excuses. Conclusion. Preparing for a blackout isn't just about convenience, it's about survival. By stocking up on these 12 crucial items, you can ensure your family's safety, comfort, and resilience in the face of unpredictable power outages. From food and water supplies to first aid kits, hygiene essentials, and an emergency radio, each item plays a vital role in keeping you ready for the unexpected. The time to prepare is now, before the lights go out. Don't leave your family's well-being to chance. Take action and build your stockpile today.